Y'all, comment down below and tell me, what do y'all think about my Christmas tree? I did a whole video about it. It'll be coming out later in December. Since I'm doing Vlogmas, I'm gonna try to upload a video every day. So I just want to give y'all a little glimpse of my tree before I actually uploaded the video. So you've already seen it. You know, you already have a little bit of a perspective on it. You see how awesome it looks. I think it looks pretty cool. So what today's video is going to be more of like a sit down video or stand up video, I guess. I'm gonna do it in front of my beautiful Christmas tree that was assembled yesterday. Today's video is gonna be more of like for people that are, I'm not gonna say so much newer into fishing, but newer into fishing and wanting to know, like, say you want some new fishing stuff for 2021 and you don't know what quite you want to put on your wish list, what you want to ask your parents for, or your significant other, or what you want to get for yourself. So what today's video is going to be about, I'm gonna give you a couple gift ideas so you can have something to write down on your Christmas list. I'm gonna give you some things. I'm gonna try to keep it all under $100. A couple things might be a little bit more expensive depending on what level they're at, but all this stuff is gonna be great stuff you can use for the rest of your life. And a lot of the stuff I've been using for a while. I've been using some of the rods and reels and stuff that I'm gonna talk about for about 5-6 years now. It's gonna be stuff that you're gonna be able to keep and use in the future. So the first thing that I'm gonna talk about, because I feel like this should be like the easiest thing that you can go and pick up, is lures. If you don't know anything, like anything at all about fishing lures or anything like that, this is what you should do. You should go into your local store. Actually, I'm gonna pick the lure off the tree that I'm about to talk about. Let's see. I know it should be somewhere on there. Okay, say your husband, son, brother, whoever, they are the like fishermen that goes out and they somewhat catch fish. Sometimes they don't. But you feel like you should try to give them something to help them out, help them to be able to catch a few more fish. Something like this, a stick bait. This is a Berkeley General. This is gonna be a great lure for them. Like, this is gonna be like a great stocking stuffer. Just put it down their stocking, you know, they're gonna see it, they're gonna be like, catch 45% more fish, which I will stand behind for the rest of my life. But this is gonna be something that you can take to, that they're gonna be able to use wherever they go. This is going to be a lure that they are going to be able to take out of their tackle bag and rig up, be able to go catch a fish on it. So, first thing would definitely be some type of stick bait. Really, any soft plastic like this, but stick baits, you can't ever go wrong with them. This is like a green pumpkin color. You can get colors like green pumpkin, watermelon red, black and blue. Those are gonna be your three main colors if you just wanna get your person out onto the water, or if you wanna add something to your tackle, or if you're adding to your wish list, those three colors gonna be what you want. Before I keep going, I'm gonna have all this stuff linked down below in the description. So if you go down to the bottom of this video, click the little description box, you'll be able to click the links to all this stuff to make sure. So if you wanna pick anything up, have it shipped to your house. I'm gonna go ahead and try to post this video a little bit early so you have a couple weeks to order what you want so it can be shipped to your house and you have time to use it how you want to. So next thing would definitely be another type of soft plastic. Another thing that you can get if you want to kind of give them a variety, I'm gonna give you like 2 or 3 different options. Next thing that I would go with would be some jerk shad. A white color is always a good go-to for a bait like this, or a like watermelon red. It's also gonna be a good option. Last but not least, my personal favorite is gonna be the lizard. This is like my go-to. If you've watched my channel since like beginning of the summer, you know I was really big into lizards. This is gonna be like that watermelon red color I was talking about. So these are also gonna be one of those baits that you can go to the pond and catch some pretty decent fish on. Soft plastic baits are always good stocking stuffers. I remember like when I was younger, my parents used to get me these. You bought your child or whoever you're buying for their fishing lures, now they're gonna need a reel. So the next thing that you're gonna wanna look for, this is gonna be a reel. This reel that I'm about to show you, this is one that I've had for 5 years, and when I tell you the price of it, you're not gonna believe it. They're $40. You can't beat it. You're not gonna find a price better than that. At one point I think I had probably about 5 or 6 of these reels. So this is gonna be a Garcia Black Max. You can pick these up in the description. My dog is barking. It's Garcia Black Max reel. It is going to be a great reel. I have braid tied on this one. I have another one down there that I'll get to in a second. That one I have fluorocarbon line on. So with these reels, that basically means that you can fish anything on them. You can fish anything from like one of those soft plastic lures to a hard bait, which is gonna be something like, you can fish something like a popper. I'm not sure if you can see that. Something like one of these little poppers. Or you can fish something bigger like a little crankbait. I've fished all types of lures with these reels. These Garcia Black Maxes are great reels. They're not gonna run you too much. The quality of this reel, you're not gonna get another reel for at the same price point. They're gonna come in right hand or left hand retrieve. Just make sure that you pick up the right one if your child's left-handed, or if your significant other, or if you are left-handed, don't get a right-handed retrieve reel. it's gonna be a whole nother learning curve and you're gonna get frustrated. So, okay, so we have the Abu Garcia Black Max. That is just the reel only, but lucky for you, they also make it in a combo. This was the first bait cast combo I've ever had. This was the one, this is actually the one that I've had for 5 years. And I've caught quite a few decent fish on it. So this combo is gonna be a 6 foot, or 6'6", so that's basically like the height of the rod. Be a really good starter combo. So like if you're wanting to fish those Berkeley Generals, or if you're fishing like really any soft plastic, you can fish moving baits, stuff like that, all on this rod. So I think that this is going to be a great option for you if you're wanting to begin into fishing, or you're buying for somebody that's just now starting. This is gonna be another great option for you. Oh, I sound like a salesman. I don't like that. Guys, I promise this is coming from the heart. I'm not trying to sell you on any of this stuff. I'm just trying to help you out. This is not a sales video. But you have to believe me. If you don't believe me, I have a TikTok. You can check me out on TikTok. I stand behind these hard. Abu Garcia Black Max. This will also be linked down below. Christmas time coming up, I would tell you to go to your local tackle store, but it's probably gonna be sold out of these because these normally don't stay in the stores too long. So I'll link them down below. So next thing is gonna be a rod. This rod right here, this is a Abu Garcia Veritas. This is I believe that this is a great beginner's rod. I will have these tagged down below. I have a whole video about these up on my channel if you wanna go check that out. I can also link that down below. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this rod, but this rod is going to be a great beginner's rod. I have 3 of these rods that I use every time I go out. I do everything with the spinning version of the rod. I bass fish, catfish with it. So these are going to be another great option. The reel that I have on this is the Abu Garcia Zeta. This rod and reel, these are both new this year. So like if you want to update your fishing arsenal, or if you want to start off on a high level and I have to upgrade next year. If you don't want to have to upgrade your combo again next Christmas, this is going to be something great that you're going to be able to use for a while. This is your Abu Garcia Zeta. This is a 7:1 gear ratio reel and a Veritas PLX rod. I've been out for a month or two. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's like a month or two, so they're still fairly new. All right, so the next thing we're going to talk about, this is another one of those Abu Garcia Veritas rods, but okay, so say you are a experienced fisherman, or you are wanting to buy for more experienced fishermen. Say your husband, boyfriend, son, child they've been fishing for a year or 2 or so. They figured out they're not gonna backlash their reel every time they go out. They kind of figured out how to use a bait cast, stuff like that. This is what I would recommend if you want to step up from like your Black Max or something like that. This is gonna be a Abu Garcia Stx Reel. Let me see if that'll focus. This reel is in a 7:1 gear ratio, and this is on a 7-foot medium heavy rod. I love this reel. If you watch my videos, you know this reel pops up in every video. It's a great reel. It's gonna be one of like your higher end reels, but at the same time, I've never had a problem out of this reel. I fished it probably about every day over the summer, dropped it in water. I flipped it off of a side-by-side. I've done a lot of stuff with this reel and it's still here with us today. So if you are gonna buy this for a young angler, make sure that when they first put their line on and stuff like that, you're not gonna spend $20 on a spool of line because they're gonna backlash it as you're learning, or if you're learning, you're probably gonna backlash it the first couple times. So this reel is gonna be great for anybody, but I would use this as a step up from the Black Max. Now I've talked about just about everything, and I haven't talked about the fishing line that you're going to want. So the 2 things, I use 2 main types of fishing line. So if you're using a sinking bait, like everything that I've mentioned so far has been a sinking bait. If you're gonna use something that's gonna be under the water surface, I'm gonna use fluoro for that. And my fluoro of choice is going to be this Berkeley try line. This is in a gold pack. You're not gonna miss it if you go out. And for my top water lures, stuff like that, I'm gonna be using this X5 braid. So I know this was probably a little bit different style video, a little bit shorter than my normal videos are, but I hope this helped somebody. I hope this helped you pick out a gift idea. Once again, all of the stuff that I mentioned in this video is going to be linked down below in the description, so you can make sure that you go and pick some of it up for your loved ones or yourself this holiday season. I think that's right. So I appreciate y'all watching the video. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. We'll have another upload tomorrow. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a great day. See y'all.